Opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith going to go to the air first play. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. at the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Smith, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Our first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And he can't escape it. Tanner Hughes drops it for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
I have a very particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
18 rattle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newman. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Newman. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Newman on 1st down. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. It's a throw again here, Newman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
That's it.
Now it's Newman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll try it now with Swift. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
You know, they cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Newman's throw brought in by Austin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here's Swift. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Everybody in that goddamn
DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Smith. He's going to go up top again.
Come on, man. That's the same bullshit.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost nice work. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they go play action now. Newman.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Newman.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Newman looking to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? That doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Come on, come on. Ready.
They go play action with Newman.
Fuck, man, he laid his shit on.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play out of it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Fuck, man, come on, man.
Time here this half, it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the interception, here's Smith. And incomplete.
That's tremendous tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gino. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Gino. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boston, the man in motion left.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Newman.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Get the
and his
fuck
pass
out
is
of here.
intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession.
This dude is burnt. Go forward to the left and come back and pick
Boy,
it.
so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
No, I agree.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this throw caught left side, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
Play action. It's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Going right back to Fant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Walker, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, Walker. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop that's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Throwing now, Newman on 1st down.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Everybody in that goddamn
DeAndre Swift. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this puts him on top of the penny. It's 14-13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away.
I'm gonna stick your ass. And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense
stick your ass. And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On the move to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep.
Man, come on, man.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tanner Muse with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It's a waste of my time.
Now the try
it's a waste of time right here. Ah, you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Block now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got his man.
Come on, y'all. You let him just jump up and grab.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And that pass finds Fant on the comebacker. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On second and goal, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Come on, out playing, man. Man, you're playing.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Play action. Now Newman.
He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles.
And now here's another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Newman. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say there's been some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
That's once again complete to Chark. A good pickup there at 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got room. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
He's got it complete.
Come on, man. That is a pick.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case...
And this is intercepted.
You're rich, should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?